Do, do, do. What's up, Trevor? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show. Trevor, what is cracking? What's going on, buddy? How are you doing? What's going on, buddy? Are you ready for those holidays? Uh, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not ready for Christmas. I am not ready for Christmas. I haven't even shopped yet. It's bad if I haven't shopped. I it's just one of those things. I want to welcome everybody to the show tonight, guys. We have a nice little lined up show for you guys, and remember, it's getting close to Christmas, so any of these deals and products would look great under that Christmas tree. Now, we do have a couple great deals. First and foremost, we have that 5% banner. So if you guys spend over $1,000 in products tonight, you will get 5% off if you use that discount code that we have for you live. We also have a couple other deals like the 1000 V2 for $399 and the 1000 V2 with 200 watt solar panel for $599. We also have Fernando in chat, so if you guys have questions, go ahead and do so. Guys, we're always here for those and all of that stuff. Now, we have a really good show lined up, bunch of amazing deals and great prices. We're still having some sales for you. And of course, we're going to start off with the 1000 V2 that's on the table behind me that's being used. Now, 1070 watt hours of power is where it's packed at, and it's going to do well for you. So, for if you guys are like me, living in that snowstorm life, and you guys are worried about your power going out, one of these little devices, or even a bigger one, would help you out in those times of need. Now, we're going to move over here. We're going to be like, no, that's not the one we want, and we want to go over here. Now, with this, of course, we're showing you guys that 1000 V2, or version 2 of the 1000. Now, this is, of course, 1070 watt hours of power of LiFePO 4 cells that can be fully charged in 2 hours standard charge time with that. Ground fog, what's up? Freddy, good evening. So you have that standard 2 hour quick charge mode, but it does have Charge Shield 2.0 built in, so you guys can actually get it fully charged in a 1 hour time by switching it over inside the app for emergency situation charging. So it's really amazing that Jackery built that into some of these stations. They're like, you know what? For those people that really need that help or assistance because the storm is coming and it's coming quick, having one of these charged up in an hour's time, it might be needed. Kind of like those people in Washington right now with that levee breaking. Now, with 1070 watt hours of power, you guys can charge it in 3 different ways. First is the wall plug. You guys can have it charged that way. You guys can have this charged in about 2.5 hours on one 200 watt solar panel. Actually, it's two 200 watt solar panels, but 2.5 hour charge time is decently well done for 1070 watt hours of power with solar panel options. Now, with this, of course, you guys are going to have another way of charging. That's going to be like wall plug charging or, of course, cigarette lighter adapter charging. You guys can, of course, run in variations with this. Now, you're going to have a flashlight that's going to do 3 lighting modes. It's going to do, of course, standard lighting, SOS pattern, and, of course, that beautiful highlight mode as well. You're going to have a 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug, and that 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug is going to be decently wide. You guys probably just saw my hand go in front of the camera. I was turning my fan on. It's super hot in here. Below that's going to be a 30-watt USB-C port and a 100-watt USB-C port below that. Then you're going to have the 18-watt USB-A port. Besides that, it's going to be, of course, the AC outlets, or American Standard 3-prong plugs. Those are going to allow you to plug in and run, of course, at 1500 watts of pure sine wave power. You guys can, of course, go above and beyond that with the 3000 watts of sine wave, or 3000 watts of power. It's going to go above the clean power, but you guys could step it up if you need to surge. What could you run off of this? How could you run it? What, time frames would you kind of get? So let's say a 200 watt desktop PC will give you about 6 hours of runtime. Your standard window AC may give you about an hour of runtime. Your 800 watt kitchen stove is going to give you guys a little over an hour of time. Your 100 watt to 200 watt refrigerator should give you guys multiple hours of running without any issues whatsoever. And that's the great part about this. Now, it's got a 20 milliseconds of switchover, so you guys can use it as an uninterruptible power supply. It's approximately 8 inches deep, 12.5 inches wide by about 10 inches high for you. Drop protection and flame retardant shell. You guys could run, let's say, 14 laptop charges, 20 drone batteries, maybe 29 hours with the Starlink Mini, 12 hours with the heated blanket. For the other people that want to do like your flat screen TV, you should get about 11 hours with the flat screen TV. And that's the cool part with this. Now, you guys could do a lot more. Let's say rice cookers for 3 hours. You guys could do a tea kettle for an hour. It will just vary by how or what you guys are connected into this. So for those of you that have a smart refrigerator that's going to take about 520 watts, might give you 2.5 hours-ish with that. Let's go here, though. Your refrigerators don't run constantly, but the smart fridges do, because they have that screen, they have the cameras built in, they have all that technologies that, honestly, I don't need all that in my fridge, but hey, you guys could too. For $399, that is going to be your price tag for that, and it is actually a great price tag to be had. Now, I believe we have the 1000 V2 and the 200 watt solar panels for $599. Fernando, is that $599 price tag with a code? I can't see it, so I'm not sure if there's a code for that $599 price tag. Because if not, my guy, I'm seeing... Yeah, so I'm seeing $649 on Amazon. So, Fernando, can you check that for me? So the 1000 V2 with 200 watt solar panel gives you guys a great little option. Phenomenal little piece, honestly, but it gives you the option of solar charging. So if you guys need to, you guys can definitely do that with that. Now, there are some other options besides it with the 200 watt solar panel. You guys can get it with 2 of the 100 watt solar panels for $649. At that price point, you guys got a great little setup with it. Mini 100 watt solar panels that are foldable, can be taken pretty much anywhere. Or you guys can get it with a single 100 watt solar panel. Price tag on that one's going to be a little bit more with that, but you guys can save like 43% at checkout, so you guys will have a discount still. Let's bounce over here. Let's pop around. Now, besides that, we're going to talk about a portable and small little power station. This is going to be the 300. Now, normally, it's like I have it on the table. We can do it on the table, but let's just grab it and show it to you. This is the Jackery Explorer 300. 293 watt hours of power in a palm or a hand-sized device, right? I can hold this, carry it around without a problem. 7.1 pounds with 293 watt hours of power in this 300 device. Now, with this device, you're going to have a 3.5 hour charge time for a product of this style. Now, it has a fixed handle, silicone pads on the bottom, that nice high-vis orange with air cooling through the side. It's going to have a 12-volt 10-amp lighter plug hidden under the cover. It's going to have, of course, the digital display, which is a little bit different than some of the others. It's a white background with black writing, but still nice and visible for you. It's going to have 2 AC outlets that are going to do 300 watts of sine wave connectability. Can peak at 500, so if you guys need a little extra, you guys can surge at 500 on this. 2 USB-A ports and a USB-C 60-watt port. So you guys are going to have those USB connections for you guys with this. Now, if you want to wall charge it and use the USB-C charger together, you'll have a 2-hour charge time on this device. Now, 293 watt-hours of power should allow your children or you to run a Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch 2 for at least 40 hours of gameplay. That's going to get you guys through a nice long power outage in that snowstorm or that, flooding that's happening to keep them busy and their mind off of what's going on. Now, you guys could do more than that. Let's go here. You guys could do about 15 camera batteries, 6 drone batteries, 12 to 14 phone charges. CPAP machine, maybe 5-ish hours with the CPAP machine on this, guys. Flat screen TV, about 4.5 hours. You guys could do, mini coolers. You could do, of course, LED lighting. It's a nice mini and portable device. Now, it's the price point of this at $179. At $179, this thing is a crazy, crazy, beautiful price point to be had. So you have that nice price point, beautifully well done price point, and amazingly placed for it. But it's 7 pounds. I can sit here and use it as a dumbbell and sit here and just, of course, work out, which I probably should do a little bit more. I feel a little weak, lifting these power stations all the time. It's just, crazy that I do it all the time. But really amazing. Added with the 100-watt solar panel for $349 total, and you're going to have about a 4.5-hour charge time with the 100-watt solar panel. If you had the mini 40 solar panel, guys, you would have about a 7.5-hour charge time with this device. So you guys could do it with the mini little piece, take it around, and be capable of all that on hand. I appreciate that, Freddie. I appreciate it. With that, we're going to be going over to the table. We're going to talk about the big brother of the 1000 V2. Let's talk about the 2000 V2. Now, on this table, you're probably going to see it, but remember, guys, I broke a tripod the other day, so we're down 2 lights. So it's a little bit darkish in here today, and I apologize all the same. With this, you have a 39-pound power station that's going to do 2,042 watt-hours of power. With this device, you're going to have every same port that the 1000 V2 had, but with a little extra oomph on the AC outlets. So you have that standard 12-volt 10-amp DC plug, cigarette lighter plug. You're going to have the 30-watt USB-A port. You're going to have the 100-watt USB-C port. You're going to have the 15-watt USB-A port. The flashlight does low light mode, highlight mode, and SOS pattern. You're going to have that nice digital display and full app control. So you guys can download the Jackery app and you guys can run the system off of that. With the 2000 V2, you guys have 3 AC outlets on the front. Those AC outlets are going to do 2200 watts of pure sine wave power. Can peak at 4400. Now, with the 2000 V2, you guys are going to have a standard 2-hour charge time, quick charging. With Charge Shield 2.0, that's built into this system, you guys can have it fully charged in a 1-hour charge rate. If you had 6 of the 200-watt solar panels, you would have a 2.5-hour charge time for the device. With it, of course, on hand, you guys can run quite a bit more with this. You guys can run, let's say, a 200-watt desktop PC for 12 hours. You guys could run that flat screen TV for over 20 hours. You guys could do, of course, that 800-watt stove for at least 3 hours on this device. Now, 20 milliseconds of switchover. This one was actually created with a newer technology called CTB, or Cell to Body Structure Tech. It's a cell to body technology that looks like a beehive that the batteries are placed in, which made it lighter, smaller, and more capable of being put together a lot quicker. This is actually going to allow you to run, let's say, a 200-watt refrigerator for 26 hours. A 5-watt light bulb for over 60 hours. If you guys want to do about 50 plus cell phone charges, go ahead and do so. You'll have no issues with this at all. Now, Android or iOS phones can download the app and can control this, totally easily. You guys can run, let's say, a shop vac for over 2.5 hours, an electric kettle for over about an hour and a half, maybe your microwave about 2 hours. You guys could do heated blankets. You guys could do tree trimmers. It's going to have all the capabilities for this. Let's say you guys are out there drilling screws in the wood, or let's back that up. You're on the job site, you're hanging sheetrock, and you need to use an electric drill. 8 hours with that drill of actually putting those screws in there. Now, most people have moved away from the electric drills and they're using the battery-powered ones. Some of you still have the electric drill because, well, Old Faithful hasn't quit on you like some of the newer stuff. This thing's going to do very, very well for you, and it's going to do it capable. Now, 39.5 pounds of the 2000 V2 is coming in at $799, which is a phenomenal price point of 47% off. Normally, it's a $1,500 piece. Now, if you order it from Amazon today, I believe you guys can get it around the 23rd, which is pretty much before Christmas. Now, I'm going to say this right now. Shipping's been a little wonky, and I'm not talking about Amazon shipping. I'm just talking about shipping straight across the board. I had products that, I ordered yesterday that ain't going to show up for 2 weeks. That was supposed to be here in a day. I've had products that said, hey, it's going to take 3 weeks, and it showed up in a day. So, shipping's wonky. It's Christmas time. Just be cautious of that, guys. If you want the 2000 V2 option with, of course, 2 of the 200-watt solar panels, it's a $1,300 price tag for it, 48% savings, but you guys can use that 5% discount code to save 5% off. I will actually have Fernando or somebody post that in chat for you guys. If you guys can't see that banner rotating at the bottom, we will post the code in chat for you. Now, both great options. I love the 2000 V2. We've used it quite a bit around here. Very, very phenomenal product. Just remember, guys, the station's not waterproof. The solar panels are. If you want to step it up in size and go a little bit bigger, let's talk about the brother down below. Let's talk about the 3000. Now, the Jackery Explorer 3000 is a phenomenally beautiful and newer product. We're going to kind of go into the 3000, guys. This is going to be over 3,000 watt-hours of power, 3,072 watt-hours of power in a 59-ish pound product. So it's almost 60 pounds, guys. Has some weight to it. Now, you guys can save 50% at checkout with this one automatically if you shop this item with Amazon, or if you might have to check or click the 50% discount on Amazon. So there is one there for you. With this device, guys, you're going to have 5 AC outlets on the front. 4 of those are going to be your standard 3-prong AC outlets. That's going to do, of course, 3,600 watts of sine wave. The 5th is going to be the TT30R NEMA plug. That's going to do, of course, again, 3,600 watts of pure sine wave power. All 5 of these plugs can surge at 7,200 watts if you really need to. You're going to have a larger display on this, a 3-inch display. You're still going to have that 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter adapter plug. You're going to move from, of course, the 100-watt and 30-watt port to 2 100-watt USB-C ports. You're also going to have 2 18-watt USB-A ports as well. You're going to have a 2.25-hour charge time. So with this one, you have a nice, quick, and fast charge time for over 3,000 kilowatts of power. Because it's over 3,000 kilowatts of power, you guys actually can fill out for the Residential Clean Energy Tax Program, and you guys might be able to get 30% tax back or credit or whatever it is that they happen to have. With this, it's a really, really small, capable power station, but it does have some weight to it, so you might need a dolly if you guys don't want to manhandle it everywhere with this. 3,072 watt-hours of power should give you about 66 hours of runtime with the Wi-Fi router, about 60 hours with the flat screen TV, maybe 9 to 10 days with a 5-watt light bulb, 1 to 2 days with a 200-watt refrigerator, You guys could do more than that. Let's say a CPAP machine for multiple days. You guys could do a rice cooker for over 6 hours. You guys could do about 3 to 4 hours with your electric oven. I'm going to say over a day with your flat screen TV, guys, watching shows. You guys could do 60 hours with the house fan. Maybe 60 tablets. About maybe 120 cell phone charges, guys. 36 to 40 laptop charges. If you guys want to, leaf blowers, lawnmowers, hand drills again. 300 GoPro batteries. Now, GoPro batteries are about 5 watts if you have the standard GoPro batteries. 20 milliseconds to switch over, guys. You have the capabilities with this, but you have a quick charge time. Now, your charge, like I said, on a wall plug is going to be about 2.25 hours. If you want to use 400 watts of solar charging, that's like 200-watt solar panels, it's 11-hour charge time. If you had six plus more of these 200-watt panels, your charge time will shorten down there. Now, you guys can have up to, I think it's like 1,800 watts of solar charging through the solar sections. About 2,500 watts total charging. So you guys can dual charge system with this wall plug and solar together. It's going to give you under 2 hours of charge time. The 3000, guys, is an amazing product. It's very, very beautifully well done for you. Of course, like I said, this tax credit program, if you guys get it now and fill it out before December 31st, December 31st, the tax credit program may be ending. So, guys, you might want to hurry up. And if you guys haven't filled out for them, fill out for it soon. Now, with it, you guys can also get the 3000 with, of course, 2 of the 200-watt solar panels as, of course, a package deal as well for $16.99. Now, at $16.99, you're saving 43% off. You get that station and 2 of the 200-watt solar panels. It's a phenomenal piece. Now, from looking at the Amazon page, they said you guys, well, technically, I can get it delivered to me by the 22nd. It will depend or determine how close you guys are, of course, to where it's shipped from. So, any questions about those stations, please ask. We are always here to answer. All right. With that being said, we are going to step it up. We're going to move to a little bit bigger of a power station. And again, I apologize to everybody. We have some broken tripods, so some of the lights are down. But I'm going to attempt to do this the best of my ability. You guys can see this 2-step power stations. Ignore that white mark on the front of the other one. It looks like I scuffed it moving and I have to clean it off. But hey, it's just a little bit of paint off my wall. Now we're going to talk about the little one next door. So we're going to move that off here. We're going to show you guys how easy it is. I can sit there, tip it, and turn it towards you just right there with my hand. Now if I tip it forward, you guys can see the top of this. Carbon fiber pattern, orange handles, and a hidden handle that can go in between. Now, I'm going to move that back here. We're going to roll the camera down, and we're going to talk about the device right here on hand. This is the 3600. That's right, 3600 plus. Now, the 3600 plus is a phenomenally beautiful power station. It does weigh about 77 pounds, though, so there is a little bit of weight with this one. Now, 77 pounds to some people is a little bit heavy, but you guys saw me. I picked it up and moved it just with no problem, with very little ease of accessibility with this. Now, 3,584 watt hours of power in this device. Now, there's, of course, 2 USB-C 100-watt ports, 2 USB-A 18-watt ports. You're going to have, of course, 5 of those AC outlets. Now, one is going to be that TTR30 NEMA style plug. Then you have your 4 standard plugs. 3,600 watts of sine wave power. You guys can actually peak at 7,200 if you need to with this device. Made with Therm Duro Excel technology, you guys are going to have a capability of running this in colder or warmer seasons and temperatures than normal. Now, I'm going to actually turn it on so you guys can see the display. Nice. High-vis orange and white pattern with a black background. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi connectability. Nice Jackery logo. And the capabilities of running whatever you truly need to run. Let's say 5-watt light bulb for over 120 hours. You guys could do a washer machine for 5 or 6 washes. A window AC will give you over, I'm going to say about 3 hours or ish with 1150 watt window AC. 2 to 3 days with the 200 watt refrigerator without a problem. Now you guys can do a lot more with this. Now the 3600 Plus was created with 10 milliseconds of course, switchover. So it's a lot quicker of a switchover for those of you that need it. You could do 38 hours plus with the flat screen TV. You could do 7 hours with the space heater. If you guys want to do maybe 150 cell phone charges, 70 tablet charges, 43 laptops, over 80 hours with the Wi-Fi router, leaf blowers, hand drills, water pumps, guys, you have all the capabilities. If you're using it through the TTR30, you guys can run your motorhome mini fridge for about 25 hours. You guys could do maybe with the portable oven about 72 hours, 36 drone batteries. You guys could do so much more with this. The 3600 Plus is a beautiful, beautiful piece. Now, with this piece of technology, it's $1,700. So you guys are going to have a great price point. But that's not, it's all with this device. So if I roll it, flip it to its side, which I'm limited on space again today, we're going to show you guys some more ports of connectabilities. First and foremost is going to be that top port right there. That's your AC expansion port. That's going to allow you to link to a second 3600 Plus or a manual transfer station. Below that is your 8020 DC solar panel connectors. Below that, it's going to be your wall plug charger, and on the side is going to be your battery expansion port. You guys can add 5 batteries to this. Now, by adding 5 batteries to the 3600 Plus, you guys can actually have 21 kilowatts of power without a problem. That's a crazy, crazy amount of power for a device of this styling. Now, you guys can, of course, set it up and adjust it to where you guys can have a second 3600 Plus and 10 batteries for 43 kilowatts of power. The station by itself is, of course, $1,700. If you want to get the 3600 Plus with 2 of the 200 watt solar panels, it is $19.99. Now remember, these package deals can be, of course, used with that 5% discount code that we have for you guys in, of course, the banner. That's going to be 2025 DECE, December E. So you guys can use it and get that price point for you. If you don't want that piece by itself, get it as a full package deal. This is going to be, of course, this station, 2 solar panels, and an extended battery, guys. Price point for that's going to be approximately $6,000 or $5,900. So, yeah, I get it. You know, full price with that one, but hey, it's a great deal. It's a phenomenal product. By having that extra battery, you guys have, of course, extended your runtime. You're going to have about 7,168 watt hours of power in that package, but a phenomenal, phenomenal product. The 3600 Plus, guys, is an amazing piece that you guys definitely should, of course, check out. Why did that happen? I don't know, but hey, we're going to go with it. Now, I'm going to move the 3600 Plus out of our way. We're going to move up into a bigger power station, guys, with this on hand. Now, we're going to go into their largest station. This is the 5000 Plus. This station packs quite a punch. This station's meant for running your whole home, your homestead. It will get you through a really, really long power outage. Now, I don't have the extra batteries to show you guys for the 5000 Plus. Would be amazing. I don't. We're going to show you guys the station in all of its glory. This station is a phenomenally amazing little piece, and I'm not sure why that camera is there, but hey, let's see if we can fix this. So let's talk about this station right here. And we're definitely going to ignore the white paint on the front of that. I must have hit it moving it out here. This is the 5000 Plus. Now the 5000 Plus is 5,000 kilowatts or 5,000 kilowatts of power or over 5,000 watt hours of power. This device weighs approximately 130 pounds. Now, it's a $4,300 price tag before the 5% discount code with that. So you guys can use that 5% discount code. On this device, you're going to have the two 100-watt USB-C ports on the front. You're going to have two 18-watt USB-A ports on the front. You're going to have the large 3-inch display that's going to show you guys the battery percentage. It's going to show you guys the input and output charging capabilities. It's going to show you guys the runtime that's left. It's also going to show you guys the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectability. You're going to have that 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug. On the front, you're going to be greeted with the first of the AC outlets. Now, the first four of these AC outlets are 7,200 watts of pure sine wave power at 120 volts. So 7,200 watts of pure sine wave. That means if you guys want to run that table saw, that planer, the laser cutter off of this, you could technically do that. Now, this one has 0 milliseconds of switchover with UPS if you switch it over in the app. Standard comes default is going to be 20 milliseconds of switchover. Now, your charge times will vary depending on what plug you're connected to, how you're connected to it, and the way you're charging it. Now, the 5000 is capable of being ran with an app. So on the app, if you guys are using the phone app, it's going to tell you guys the generation and consumption of your solar charging. It'll also tell you guys generation and consumption of your electric grid charging. This device has multiple ports of connections besides the front ports that we just showed you. Now on the side, and that's where we're going to kind of get into this, you guys have noticed that I can roll it around with ease. It moves like butter. This is, guys, going to give you the look at your next three ports, and I do apologize for how dark it is, but if you guys can see this top AC port right here, this is, of course, your AC expansion port. This is for your smart transfer station or linking with the second 5000 plus to a 5000 plus by itself or through the smart transfer station. If you use the smart transfer station, which is literally your electric circuit breaker box that you guys are going to wire to your house circuit breaker box or by itself, it's up to you guys. It's going to allow you to have 12 individual circuits, and it's going to allow you to run those 12 individual circuits. It's also going to allow you to charge off an electric power grid at over, or at, not over, but at 4,000 watts of charging. Now, at 4,000 watts of charging, you guys can actually have this fully charged in under 2 hours time. Below that is going to be a 14-30 and a 14-50 NEMA style plug. Now, these style plugs are going to allow you to do 120 and 240 volt charging capability. So you guys are going to have that nice, strong charging capability that's going to allow you to charge at 120 or 240, guys. With this device, when we roll it, we move it, we bring it, and of course show you guys the opposite side. If I bring this down here and of course move the camera, you're going to notice some extra ports of connectability. First at the bottom is going to be your DC expansion port for adding batteries. Then you're going to have your 1800 watts of wall charging port. At 1800 watts, you're going to have about a 3.5 hour charge time. 3.5 hours is your charge time with that, guys, and it's a decent charge time. Let's go there. Above that is going to be, of course, your solar charging capable ports. You're going to have low power solar array. Low power is going to allow you to charge at 1200 watts, which is a 5-hour charge time. High power solar array, which is going to allow you to charge at 4,000 watts or above. Now, it's only going to allow you to input at 4,000 watts, but you guys can connect up to an 8,000 watt solar array if you wanted to. It's only going to accept the 4,000 watts of charging. By flipping a switch, you now have that 4,000 watts of input, and you guys are charged in under 2 hours of time. By doing that, guys, you guys can run constantly all day long, every day of the week without an issue. That's going to give you guys either a 5-hour charge time, or with high power solar array, you guys can actually charge it under 2 hours of time. Now, this device is going to allow you to run a lot of different products. We're going to go here. So your capability is going to be like, let's say, a flat screen TV for 2 days. 3 hours with your house dryer. 2 hours with a central AC. 4.5 hours with 1150 watt window AC. 10 hours with an inverter heater. Up to about 110 hours depending on the refrigerator you're using. So let's say you're saying the 40 watt mini fridge. About 110 hours. And you'll cut that time down and on and on and on with this. Now, the capabilities are endless because you guys have 5,000 watt hours of power. By adding an extra battery, you now have 10,000 watts. By another one, of course, 15 and all the way up to 30 kilowatts of power. You guys can add 5 batteries to the station. That's 30 kilowatts of power. That's enough power to run your home for at least 7 to 7.5 days with your standard appliances. That's not including your central AC. I'm just going there with you. It's not including your hot tub. Okay, guys? If you want to link it with the second system and 10 batteries total, guys, you're going to have 60 kilowatts of power. That's a minimum of 14 to 15 days of runtime on your home with this device. The $5,000 at $4,299 is a great price point. But I'm going to go here, guys. You guys can get the Jackery Explorer 5000 Plus and the 500X solar panel for $35.99. It's a 31% savings. So you guys can save 31% off this by purchasing it with a 500X solar panel. You're going to get it and a station, and it's going to be amazingly well done. Now, add the panels, and you guys can pick and choose how you want. Again, has cell-to-body technology, Therm Duro. It's going to have the LiPo4 cell systems in it, fire retardant or fire-resistant shelling, shockproof. Now, shockproof with this one's just like dropping it really, really low. If you guys drop this over, like let's say 30 inches, expect to maybe crack something. It just depends how you drop it in all of those other pieces. Portable, capable, beautifully set up. The 5000 is an amazing piece of technology that's going to do very, very well for you guys. If you guys are looking for something like that, definitely check out the 5000 Plus. This thing is a power horse in its own right. So, any questions about the 5000 Plus or the 5000 Plus, of course, with solar panel? We're just going to ignore my kid walking in, all right? There's food in the microwave for you. All right, guys, with that, we're going to keep going. We're going to plug along. We're going to talk about another small power station. We're going to talk about the 240D. Now, the Jackery Explorer 240D is a new product. This is, of course, that new product that we're going to talk about. 256 watt hours of power, guys, and a beautiful little powerhouse. This is going to take over the power world. All right, I'm going to go there with this. This thing is, of course, their newer version of the portable system for your solar or for your mobile devices, your camera gear and stuff like that, right? Has that nice little grid pattern graphic top. Has a beautiful carrying handle. Super strong carrying handle for that, guys. It's like carrying a jack-o'-lantern around. That carrying handle, though, is a USB-C to USB-C cable. So if I take the other side off, you're going to have a 140 watt USB-C cable built into the handle that's meant to be taken with you. On the front, you're going to have a digital display. That digital display does really well. It's beautiful, high vis, high color range. You're going to have a DC plug down there. You're going to have a 140 watt USB-C bidirectional port over here. You're going to have a 100 watt USB-C single port, 15 watt USB-C, and of course a 15 watt USB-A port. 256 watt hours of power. Now, depending on how you charge this, if you're using the USB-C 140 watt port, you're going to have about under 3 hour charge time. If you're using the DC plug with the cigarette lighter in your car, you're going to have about a 4.5 hour charge time, depending on how you do it. If you use a 100 watt solar panel, it's going to be about a little over 2 2.75 hours, almost 3 hours. So you guys have the variations. Now, charging it's going to be well done. It's going to allow you to do about 15 cell phone charges, maybe 3 laptop charges, 16 Bluetooth speaker charges. You guys could run multiple camera gears. It's got over 10 years lifespan. It's got NTC technology, Therm Duro technology again as well, which is a great new technology with this. I love that they're adding all of that on hand. Now, the amazing capability with this is just that. You guys can use so much. Let's say 6 drone batteries, 10 camera DSLR batteries, maybe 100 hours with an LED light bulb, 10 camera batteries. You guys could do, of course, your Starlink Mini for 9 hours. But at $139, guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful piece of technology. Turn it on and off, and you just hold the switch for 3 seconds, and it's going to shut it down, and you're good to go. Portable is where it's at with this. This thing's amazing. I love this new 240D. Phenomenal piece. Now, of course, guys, if you need, Jackery makes a carrying bag for this. They also make a shoulder strap, so you guys can get that. If you need the wall plug to charge it at 140 watts, they also make one of those as well. But phenomenal, beautiful, guys. This is going to be, of course, one of my newer favorites. I used to use the 100 Plus quite a bit. I've been using this one now. It's there. It's, of course, in my place. So check it on out and enjoy it. We're now going to show you guys the 500. So what we're going to do is, of course, we're going to change camera angles. We're going to come back here. We're going to go up to the table. We're going to move to the top. We can get the camera to go correctly. We're going to talk about 518 watt hours of power in a beautiful 13-pound package. Now, 13 pounds, you're going to have about a 5.5 hour charge time on a wall plug. You guys are going to have about 5.5 hours on a cigarette car outlet plug. You're going to have about 7.5 hours if you're using a 100-watt solar panel. You're going to have one AC outlet that does 500 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 1,000. You're going to have 3 USB-A ports. You're going to have 3 DC output ports. 3 DC output ports, 1 DC input port. Should allow you to run a flat screen TV for about 7 hours. 9 hours with the mini cooler. About 50 minutes with a blender. 9+ hours with the CPAP machine with heated mask. You guys can do about 30 laptop charges. If you guys want to do over 5 hours with the flat screen TV, go ahead and do that. You'll probably get about 7 or 8 hours with that flat screen TV. Now, you do have a flashlight built into this device, so it does come on. You have that for you. But it's an amazing little product that will do very, very well for you at 13 pounds of technologies. If you want to, though, you guys can get the 100 with the 100-watt solar panel for $469. At $469, you guys are going to have a great price tag. The 500 by itself is $299, so you won't go wrong whatsoever. Now, we're going to move down to the bottom of the table. We're going to talk about the 300. Now, I had other stations here, but we moved it. This is the Jackery Explorer 300 Plus. Now, the Jackery Explorer 300 Plus is 288 watt hours of power and approximately $399 price tag. Now, it's going to have an AC outlet on the front. It's going to have 2 USB-C ports, 1 USB-A port, 12-volt 10-amp plug, and a flashlight that does single mode lighting. With this, you have an 8-pound power station that can be fully charged in under an hour and a half on a wall plug. With that, of course, being fully charged, you'll get over 13 hours with 13 cell phone charges, 3 laptop charges. You guys can do about 38 hours with the Nintendo Switch, maybe 4.5 to 5 hours with the house fan, 5 to 6 drone batteries, or so on with this. Now, that, of course, is the 300 Plus. It's an amazing piece of technology. You guys can also get the 300 Plus with the Mini 40 solar panel. With the Mini 40 solar panel, that price tag, I believe, is approximately... why do I not have... Well, you know what? I'm trying to get you guys the price tag to this, so just bear with me. It's actually popping up with something else, so I don't have the price tag for that. You guys can get it with the 100-watt solar panel, though, if you need to. I believe the price with the 100-watt solar panel is actually currently unavailable. So, hey, we'll just move on over. All right, let's talk about the Jackery Explorer 2000 Plus kit. So we're going to move to the table. We're going to move on up, and we're going to talk about that bad boy right there. This is the Jackery Explorer 2000 Plus. Now, the Jackery Explorer 2000 Plus kit is going to be the station and 2 solar panels. Your price tag is going to be $15.99 for this station. Now, with the station, you have the 5 AC outlets on the front. All these are going to do 3,000 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 6,000. One of those plugs is a NEMA TTR30. You're going to have 2 100-watt USB-C ports, 2 18-watt USB-A ports, and of course a 12-volt 10-amp plug and the digital display. With this, you have 2 large 3-inch wheels that's going to allow you to roll it around, telescopic aluminum handle, and the 2 200-watt solar panels included with this kit. If you had 6 of the 200-watt solar panels, you're going to have a 2-hour charge time. If you plugged it straight into your wall, 2 hours is your charge time on hand. 30 decibels of noise, 20 milliseconds of switchover should allow you to run 1150 watt window AC for at least 2 hours. Now you guys can do about 150 hours with the CPAP machine, 12 hours with the desktop PC, maybe 14 plus hours with the 100-watt movie projector. You guys can do about 26 hours with mini fridges or portable freezers. Let's say a welding machine. A 5,800-watt welding machine should give you about 40 minutes of runtime with this. You guys could do 60 cell phone charges, 45 phone batteries, maybe 19 hours with an inverter heater, or so on with this. The 2000 Plus is an amazing station. Now, it does weigh a little bit. It's approximately 63 pounds. Because of that weight, they added 2 large wheels to allow you to roll it around. It is going to allow you to roll it around pretty much all surfaces without an issue. If you want to, though, let's go here. Let's back the camera up. You guys can get it as a full package deal. So you guys can get it as the 4000 kit. Now, the Jackery Explorer 4000 kit is going to be the station, the battery above it, and 2 200-watt solar panels for $23.99. Now, you just doubled your battery capacity, which means you doubled your runtime. But it did not double your charge time. This can still be charged at 2 hours with a single extra battery off of the wall plug. The same it could be said if you had 6 of the 200-watt solar panels on the station. You can add 6 200-watt solar panels to the battery as well. Now, let's just go there. You doubled your battery, you doubled your capacity, you doubled your fun, right? You guys can triple it, quadruple it, and so on. It can add 5 extra batteries to the system. By adding 5 extra batteries, guys, you're going to have 12 kilowatts of power in, of course, this system. You can link the 2000 Plus to a second 2000 Plus, guys, and have 10 batteries and have 24 kilowatts of power. It's a phenomenal piece. That 4000 kit is at 55% off today. Use the 5% discount code and save yourself a few extra more dollars. Guys, that's an amazing station. I really do love that station. The 4000 kit is phenomenal. We used it to run, let's say, window ACs through summer. We've done Christmas decorations. We actually ran a stream off of it. We had a whole gaming computer set up to it during a stream where I ran multiple monitors and, of course, multiple computers on it. It's a powerhouse. It's beautiful. And the price point's definitely there. So if you're looking for a station or any of the choices, 2000 Plus or the 4000 kit might be a great option for you. Now we're at the point of the show where we're going to start talking solar panels and solar panel options. The first solar panel, guys, is going to be the 100 Solar Saga. Now this is a $300 price tag, so you're going to spend about $299 for this very lightweight and capable solar panel that's fully waterproof, water resistant. IP68 rated, right? So you don't have to worry about the waterproof system with this. It has got snap rings to hold it together. It's got kickstands built in to allow you to tip it at 20 to 25-degree angle. It's got fabric handle to allow you to carry it around, and it's got a second kickstand on the back side. This device is bifacial charging, which means you're going to get light reflective charging off of the ground or other devices that reflect back into the blue side. This will work with every station out there, but is more geared towards like the 1500 down. Now, very large panel. Let's show you guys this. So, very large panel. It's super long. It's over 60 plus inches long. It's a monocrystalline solar cell. This black side is going to be the side that's going to take the most of the charge from the sun. So you guys tip it. It's going to allow you to charge. The blue side that's back here, you guys can see the difference in the color pattern, is going to get the reflective charging. With it being waterproof, it can be left out in, of course, the snow, the rain, the dirt, whatever. It's not going to hurt it. So like the snowstorm we just had, if I left this outside, it'd be totally fine. I could come out the next day and it would still be there without an issue. Now, if you left it out in a dust storm, just take a hose to it and wash it off. It's going to come with a 10-foot cable. You guys can get a 16.5-foot extension. There are some other options out there to get like a 100-foot cable if you need to with that. What's up? Hello, how are you doing? Yes, it is. It's a solar panel. It's a Jackery from Jackery. So this is their 100-watt bifacial panel. So you have the capabilities of charging some of the other stations. The cabling that does come with it does have a USB-C and a USB-A charging cable connecting to it. So if you guys want to use the solar panel to charge like a flashlight or your cell phone right off the cable without having a power station, that's a great option. But it is super light and easy to take around because it is nicely foldable and capable. So the 100-watt panel is an amazing panel. If you want to step it up a little, you guys can move to like the 200-watt panel. Now the 200-watt panel is another great option for you. We're going to show you guys a video for this. So let me grab that panel. I want to get more videos of the 200-watt panel. This is the 200-watt, guys. This is, again, another bifacial panel. This one is, of course, IP68 rated. It's about 90 inches long. It's going to have that 10-foot cable that I just showed you guys, USB-C and USB-A charging. It's got an 8020 adapter on it and a 7909 adapter, so depending on the station you're using, that's the plug you'll be running. It's going to do about 26.7% efficiency in lower light standings. So let's say you're in an overcast gray skies or a light rain or a small snowstorm, but the sun is still shining. You'll still get about 26.7% efficiency. 100% light, you're going to get full efficiency and you don't have to worry about it. Does have a sunlight angle indicator, so you guys have that solar positioner. It'll tell you guys the exact direction to position it for you. Monocrystalline solar cells, of course, it's a very, very beautifully well done system. Needs to be folded out. It has the reflective charging on it, but it's a large panel. You guys can see how big this panel is. It's so big I couldn't even fit it on the table for you. This panel is usually around $300 plus, sometimes about $600 depending on the day you catch it. If you guys catch it on sale, it's around 300 something. Standard's about $599, I think, or $600. So beautiful little panel, amazing panel, and great option. Now, another solar panel option you guys could get would be like the 500X that we talked about. This thing is a huge panel. The 500X is made from 6 85-watt panels. It's going to do 500 watts of charging off of those panels. IPX, of course, still fully waterproof, water resistant. Bifacial charging. It's just a really large panel, if you guys can see this. Now, it does come with hinges. It's going to come with all the screws and hinges that need to be put in there. So you guys will have to put it together, but it does come with the carrying bag and all the cables that you guys would need or have included with that. So that's another option for you. A really cool option would be like the Mini 40 solar panel. Now, the Mini 40 solar panel, I believe, is like $89 today. This, of course, is one of their smallest panels. It's 12 inches tall, 10 inches wide, half-inch thick, fully waterproof, water-resistant. It's the size of a 3-ring binder, but it only weighs 2¼ pounds. So very, very lightweight for you. Magnetic clasp to hold it shut, but when you pop it open, you have a nicely sized solar panel. So this is a great solar panel option for you guys, right? Nicely sized, very, very well done for you. It's going to allow you to connect up to all of the smaller stations from like the 240D, the 100 plus, the 240s, the 300s. Technically, if you wanted to, the 500 or the 600. Now, the 500 and 600, it's going to take you guys way too long to charge with this, but you guys could get a charge if you needed. It's the capabilities of putting this in a backpack is where I love. Get one or two of these guys, put it in a backpack, carry it along with you. It's super lightweight, very small, and easily accessible. So that's going to be the option with that one. Now, there is another option, of course. This is going to be the 100 Prime panel. Now, the 100 Prime panel is their DIY style panel. This is going to be 40% off. I think it's like $179. But it's their full glass panel. So let's show you guys this. This is a tempered glass solar panel. It's got my fingerprints along it because, well, we've been touching it for a lot of shows this last month and a half. Time for me to wash it down, of course, with that being said. Fully glass panel, does not fold, has an aluminum handle or aluminum housing all the way around. So fully metal housed with this. Bifacial charging, so it means you guys can get reflective charging as well. The back side of this housing does have 12 individual pre-drilled holes. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. The Astro. Yeah, that's a really cool little product. Nate did those. Really do appreciate that, though. Yeah, so we're actually live on Amazon right now. Nope, all good. No, don't worry about it. I appreciate you popping in, man. Really, really do. Yeah, so I multi-stream, so I'm on like 6 channels right now at once. So totally understandable, and I appreciate you popping in and hanging out with us. Like I said, 12 individual pre-drilled holes, has 4 Z brackets. So you guys have 4 bracketries with this. It's going to come with all the self-tapping hardware and nuts and bolts. Built-in, of course, cabling. Oh, yeah. I'm on multiple channels right now. So I'm technically live on Jackery as well. So with a 10-foot cable pre-connected up, guys, it's an Anderson clip style plug. With the Anderson clip style plug, guys, it's going to allow you to connect up to and split with this as well. And then, of course, you guys have the 8020 adapter or the 7909 adapter, which will allow you to connect up to any station. 100-watt panel, bifacial charging, guys. Set it up on your minivans, your RVs, and everything. How's the SO doing? I believe Nate still has it, and I think it's still working totally fine. I haven't talked to Nate in a little bit. He actually just had his second child not too long ago, so he's been doing the father thing. So that's the 100 Prime, guys. $179 solar panel. Beautifully well done for you guys with that. So, guys, great show lined up. You still have time to, of course, purchase those last-minute gifts before Christmas or just buy yourself something. Let's go there. We do have that 5% discount code if you spend over $1,000 on Jackery products, guys. With that being said, so if you want to save it a couple extra bucks, use that 5% discount code. We do have the 1000 V2 for like $399 for you guys tonight, which is a crazy price tag for that station. Oh, yeah. Oh, totally going well. New job, everything. He's having a blast. So, any questions about the Jackery products, guys, before we end the show tonight? Let me know. I'm going to check chats. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything on any of the other chats with this. I'm not seeing any other questions tonight. Totally understandable. It's one of those. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I really do. It's definitely been one of those years, though. It really has. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. With that being said, I will be back Wednesday for all the Dragon Blogger friends. For the Jackery side, guys, we will be back next Monday night with another show. So we will be back next Monday night, same time, same place, with a bunch of other deals and, of course, amazing products on hand. For all of you that popped in and hung out, I appreciate it. For those of you that haven't, hit the follow button, hit the live notification button. Cost you nothing, but then you'll know when we go live around here. So with that, have a great night, everybody. We'll see you on the next show. Later, everyone.